皆様こんにちは。ただいまより国際機関日本 ASEAN センター主催の ASEAN デザイン紹介ウェビナーを開始いたします。私は本日の司会進行を務めさせていただきます天貝と申します。どうぞよろしくお願いいたします。本日のウェビナーでは3カ国のデザインセンターの概要説明に加えて、各国より推薦されたデザイン性に富んだクオリティの高い製品が紹介されます。本ウェビナーは ASEAN デザイン製品の紹介を通して、日本と ASEAN 諸国のクリエイティブ産業における連携促進を目指すものです。お申し込みの際にご記載いただきましたご質問につきましては、すべてのご質問への対応は難しいですが、可能な限り対応させていただきますので、あらかじめご了承くださいませ。また終了後、皆様にアンケートへのご協力依頼のメールが届く予定となっております。今後の参考とさせていただきたく、何卒ご協力のほどお願い申し上げます。なお恐れ入りますが、本日のウェビナーの録画はご遠慮くださいませ。本日の講演資料につきましては、アンケートにご協力いただいた方に後日ご案内させていただく予定です。それでは、開会の挨拶に移らさせていただきます。はじめに、当センターの藤田正孝事務総長より歓迎挨拶をさせていただきます。それでは藤田総長、お願いいたします。
ウェビナーにご参加いただき、誠にありがとうございます。主催者として一言ご挨拶申し上げます。まずは新型コロナウイルスで大変な影響を受けた皆様にお見舞い申し上げます。私ども日本 ASEAN センターは、日本と ASEAN 諸国間の貿易、投資、観光における経済促進と人物交流の促進を行う国際機関です。日 ASEAN 双方のニーズを踏まえ、貿易、投資、観光分野におけるセミナー、ワークショップ、政策対話、調査研究などを行っております。本日のウェビナーのテーマであるクリエイティブ産業は、創造的物間産業とも呼ばれ、創造性や技能、技術が製品やサービスの主要な価値を生み出し、文化や富、雇用を形成し得る産業分野の総称です。国連貿易開発会議 UNCTAD の報告書によれば、クリエイティブ産業は経済、科学、技術、文化の橋渡しをするものとして位置づけられております。クリエイティブ産業に対する公的機関の支援は、1990年代後半からイギリス、アメリカ、日本、中国、韓国、台湾など各国で盛んになりました。日本においては2003年の知的財産推進計画が発表されたことに続き、2004年にはコンテンツ産業促進法が制定されました。また2011年にはクールジャパン戦略が決定され、コンテンツ産業やファッション産業などの活動を政策的に推進、支援しています。このような背景のもと、日本 ASEAN センターでは2017年頃より ASEAN 諸国のクリエイティブ産業を発展させるための様々な事業を行ってまいりました。具体的には、日本デザイン振興会とともに、グッドデザインの審査受賞のための支援、日本市場への参入をするための協力、さらに ASEAN 各国におけるデザインセンターおよびグッドデザイン賞の設立に向けて支援を行ってまいりました。この結果、各国では優れたデザインを持つ製品、産業が創造され、本日のウェビナーで日本の皆様にご紹介する運びとなりました。本日はこの後、日本デザイン振興会の津村真紀子様よりご挨拶いただきます。続いて、3カ国のデザインセンターのスタッフから デザインセンターの概要について説明があります。その後、デザインセンターへの推薦を受けた現地企業から各社の製品、サービスにプレゼンテーションがあります。推薦された製品、サービスの選考基準としては、消費者の課題を改善するものであること、未来の製品、サービスの創造を進行するものであること、地域コミュニティや環境に貢献するものであること、持続可能な開発目標に貢献するものであることなどを基準としています。ASEAN の魅力ある製品、サービスは中間材ばかりではありません。デザインに優れた付加価値の高い日本の皆様にも注目される最終材にもあります。私どものこうした事業が日本と ASEAN の結びつきにお役立ち、良き事業パートナーと得られることを期待する次第です。本日のイベントが今後皆様のビジネスにお役に立てることを期待し、私の挨拶とさせていただきます。ありがとうございました。
藤田総長、ありがとうございました。続きまして、日本デザイン振興会の津村真紀子様よりご挨拶をいただきます。津村様、よろしくお願いいたします。
皆様、こんにちは。日本デザイン振興会の津村と申します。本日は ASEAN デザインプロダクツウェビナーにご参加くださいまして、誠にありがとうございます。私ども日本デザイン振興会は、日本で唯一の総合的なデザインプロモーションを担う公益財団法人でございまして、60年以上の歴史と実績を誇るデザイン賞であるグッドデザイン賞や、デザインの魅力と可能性を発信するグッドデザイン丸の内、東京ミッドタウンデザインハブをはじめとする各種のデザイン振興事業を手掛けております。日本ASEANセンターさんとの協力事業は、今を遡ること14年前の2003年からスタートしておりまして、東南アジア諸国のものづくりとクリエイティブ産業の活性化のために様々なプロジェクトを実施をしてきております。中でも各国におけるデザインアワードの設立については成果を上げておりまして、2008年にスタートいたしましたタイをはじめとしてシンガポール、インドネシアで各国独自のデザイン賞設立及び運営に現在に至るまで協力をしてきております。私たちはデザインを単純に色や形が美しいかどうかだけではなく、その製品がユーザーにベネフィットを与えているかどうかや、いかにその製品を無理なく作ることができているか、つまりその国や地域の持つ豊かな資源を活用し、雇用を維持しながらサステナブルなプロジェクトとして成立して、なおかつ経済的にもうまく回っているかどうかというところまでデザイン含めてデザインであると考えております。ASEAN の皆様ともその考え方を共有してまいりました。これから紹介される製品をご覧いただきまして、その製品の外観だけでなく、使い方や背景にあるストーリーにもぜひ目を向けていただきまして、デザインへの理解を深めていただければと思います。本日はどうぞよろしくお願いいたします。
津村様、ありがとうございました。続きまして、フィリピンのデザインセンターから挨拶をいただきます。Before the remarks, if you speak English and hear English interpretations, please choose the English in the globe icon on the bottom right on the Zoom screen through beginning to the end of the webinar. So please start your remarks. Thank you. Ms. Leia Matute, Design Center of the Philippines, please you start opening remarks.
Thank you. Mr. Masataka Fujita, Secretary General of the ASEAN-Japan Center. Ms. Makiko Tsumura, Senior Manager, Japan Institute of Design Promotion. Ohayo gozaimasu. A pleasant morning to all. We are very honored to be here today for our second session of the ASEAN Design Products webinar. I would like to once again thank the ASEAN-Japan Center and the Japan Institute of Design Promotion for this wonderful collaboration and the continued support to ASEAN designers and MSMEs, particularly the support you give to the Philippines. The Design Center of the Philippines, an agency under the Philippine Department of Trade and Industry, is one with the ASEAN-Japan Center and the JDP in recognizing the value of impactful design and believe that through an atmosphere of collaboration can be a driving force for competitiveness and innovation, as well as the enrichment of people's lives. Last session, Polite Technology introduced us to the prefabricated Eco Couture panel wall system, or Polite, in the form of selfie wall tile, Polite hollow blocks, and panels. Polite creates products that are tailored to possess superior structural and architectural integrity with cost, time, quality, efficiencies, adaptive to any high-end and economic structure. In the same session, the Holistic Coalition of the Willing, or Holy Cow, introduced us not only to one, but three sustainable products: the Abi Abi table napkin holders, sea glass lamp and bowl series, and the Philo lamp, which represent the collaboration of Holy Cow with local communities, maximizing skills and resources that aim to celebrate the diversity of Filipino identities through design. We at the Design Center continue to work with Filipino designers to unleash their talent and their genius in design and to bring a deeper awareness of what design is, where design is much about more than just how things look. It is the holistic process, resources, and culture by which companies become great at devising novel and useful solutions to a whole host of problems, including ones that have not been uncovered yet. Design is a problem-solving discipline that emphasizes user centricity, creativity, and agility. Today, we are honored to feature two other proudly Filipino creatives that not only make products, but also have provided new business models that embody the values of positive social impact. For the first presentation, interior designer Ms. Wilhelmina Garcia will walk us through the advocacy of Junk Not. Junk Not is changing the game in terms of recycling plastic waste, finding creative ways to transform these waste into functional furniture pieces while providing livelihood to nearby communities. Willie will present the Living Coral or Pantone collection, which is dedicated to marine life and coral conservation. Our next presenter, Kay Konsenko, will introduce us to Lamana, a company that creates products designed for efficiency and productivity. Lamana is also the exclusive partner of Ishinumaki Laboratory in the Philippines under the Made in Local initiative, home to creative, multifunctional, and smart designer furniture. Today, Kay will present a collection designed by Filipino artist Carl Castro, entitled Binform. Binform is the first among the thoughtful collection pieces under Lamana Originals. We hope through the presentations of Willie and Kay, you will get a new appreciation of the creative and design talent that is in the Philippines and discover opportunities for trade promotion between the Philippines and Japan. Arigatou gozaimasu.
ありがとうございました。次にデザイン製品の紹介プレゼンテーションに移りたいと思います。最初のプレゼンターの方お願いいたします。Please be reminded about the interpretations. If you speak English and hear English interpretation, please choose the English in the groove icon on the bottom right on the Zoom screen. And thank you. So presentation one, Miss Dr. Willie Garcia, please start your presentation.
Hello, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Ms. Rhea of Design Center of the Philippines and officials of ASEAN-Japan Center. Thank you for allowing me um, to present my journey as a social entrepreneur and a design. Yes, Ms. Thea, you can play the video.
How does junk nut work? It starts with you. What does this mean? It means your trash, your furniture. But first things first, collect all your plastic waste. Remember to wash them up, give them to junk nuts. Your trash will engage community, and there you have it. You have your very own handcrafted upcycled furniture out of your plastic waste. Remember, it starts with you, ends up with you. Act now.
That's the overview of what junk nut is. As a social enterprise, we're transforming plastic waste to home furnishing. Um, Junk nut. Junk nut is our brand, designing for good, because I always believe that designing should not always be for human use, but it should be benefiting the environment and make profit from it sustainably. Next. Um, next. Next, Thea. So Junklet is a social enterprise a design firm founded in 2009 by me, interior designer Wilhelmina Garcia. We provide green interior design services, product development, and transforming plastic waste into furniture while providing livelihood in a community. So we balance the three bottom line in a business: the people, the planet, and the profit. Um, Next, please. Our vision is um, to be the leading design firm that champions in environmental stewardship in achieving a sustainable community. Our mission is to transform a community in finding innovative ways to recover all waste materials and upcycle them to high-end furniture and other home decors, while providing sustainable livelihood in different communities. Um, Next, our objective to raise awareness on solid waste management, to upgrade the value of waste material in creating high-end furniture, pieces, and other home decor, and to provide sustainable livelihood to
Dr.
a community.
Garcia, sorry to interrupt, because presentation, yeah, it's showing. Please continue.
Yeah, on page 4, Thea. Page 4. Our objectives, like I said, to achieve these objectives, our services is: one is community empowerment. All products are crafted by a community that is supported by a brand to give them livelihood opportunities. Green interior services promote green living using the simple of innovative recycling and reuse of junk, and by using local sustainable materials and advocacy sharing. Um, Adopt more communities and promote other sustainable materials within the region. And number 4 is the collaboration with other artists into upcycling for bigger social and environmental impact. Next, please, page 7. Um, I'm passionate about arts. I'm an interior designer by profession, and I love nature. Um, we have more than 7,000 islands. The Philippines have more than 7,000 islands, and each region has so many things to offer. But um, Next, please. Unfortunately, most of the bad scene you see is this scenario. People are not properly segregating waste at home. They just throw it in the lake or in the ocean or in their backyard. Next, please. Despite the law that we have, the Republic Act 9003, and proper segregation of solid waste management. So what I do, I teach this. Next, please, Thea. Um, I teach the proper solid waste management to a community, give them provide them a material recovery facility to segregate their waste at home. And next, please. Just a simple segregation facility, and all the recyclable materials are being um, sent to a junk shop so they can earn more. And the main problem is the plastic waste. Next, please, Thea. Next, please. This is the proper segregation. Uh, Plastic waste is the main problem. Like what I said earlier, uh, as what the video was shown earlier, you can give us your plastic waste and engage it into a community. Select a furniture, select what kind of furniture you want from our collection, and it has to go back to you. So it's a circular economy. Next, please. Next. Yeah. Next, please. There. So I used to make one chair for 4 days. Now, next, I have a partner community, and I have my own furniture shop and a weaving team. So I can make more than one chair per day. Next, please, Thea. So this is the impact in my community partner. They used to throw their plastic waste or any waste material in Taal Lake. My partner community is in the Taal volcano, and they used to just burn it or thrown to the lake, or um, just thrown in their backyard. Next, please. But now, after a year of holistic approach, this is how they look now. Before the eruption, before before yeah the volcano erupted, but they continued the advocacy even though they were um, they were transferred in relocated in different town. They still continue the program with Chunknut. Next, please. So these plastic waste are turned into rope manually by the community from their own household waste. And next, please. And we turn them into home furnishing. This is my first collection. Next, please. Of chairs made of plastic waste, and this is my second collection. Even the small pieces of plastic waste, we use it um, as filler for the cushion, so nothing goes to waste. So these are the exhibits that I attended. Manila Fame, I've been participating Manila Fame since 2018. Next, please. And I won the Eco Design product that year. The Anak ng Tupa. Next, please. And I've been participating, I participated the DTI Go Local in Manaruchi, Japan, way back in 2018. Next, please. Yeah, that's and also an artisan residency in Sefru, Morocco. We did the same thing. We collected plastic waste from the river, and I turned them into um, a chair for the community to appreciate. Next, please. Yeah, with community involvement. Next, please. That's another exhibit in Belgium and in Germany. Next, please. This is in Paris Design Week. And I do commission projects. It depends on the needs of the company. I can make the trophies out of the plastic waste and souvenir, corporate souvenirs, or even, next please, even sculptural pieces from this waste material. For interior project, next please. So everything can be, in this practice, I upcycle a lot of materials, even the tire, the pallets for carpentries. Next, please, the bottles for lamps, and next, please, and even agri-waste material like the water hyacinth that we have. It's my alternative for the leather. Next, please. Um, yeah. Next, please. These are all plastic waste. Water hyacinth, and these are cocoa shell, another agri waste, and these are another agri waste that I use, the fossilized leaves. Next, please. And I use a lot of, next, please, Taya. And I use a lot of bamboo for other woodworks. Yeah, next, please. That's it. Maraming salamat. Don't forget to reuse, reduce, and recycle and reuse. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Ms. Garcia, for your first presentation. So, Design Center of the Philippines. I would like to start the question and answer sessions separately for each presentation for this time. And we have about 5 minutes about on the first presentation. 今から質疑応答の時間に移りたいと思います。視聴者の方々で、ご質問がある方は Q&A の、ところに書き込んでいただけますと幸いです。もし、質疑応答がなければ、私の方から、ファシリテーションをさせていただきたいと思います。Ms. Garcia, I'd like to pose a question about your presentations. We have understood that your business is very socially oriented, and we can hear the sounds of chickens, and we know your business is situated in the communities, and we'd like to know your the current business situation with the surrounding communities and the Filipino markets, and also what do you expect to Japanese business markets and business communities, because today's audience are Japanese communities. So please.
Yeah. You can hear chickens because I live in a farm. Question, what? These are potential materials for, I think if we can properly utilize the materials, there's so many products that we can produce from these materials, the plastic waste and any agri waste materials. instead of ending it in a dam site or being incinerated. Partnering with a company, it's a good collaboration. I think it practicing the circular economy um, um, practice for a company to be a responsible manufacturer as well. So we can um, collaborate with this company who has waste issues, and we can transform it into uh, a functional pieces, and it has to go back to them.
Dr. Garcia. Thank you. Do you have any expectation to the Japanese markets, Japanese communities?
Yeah, if they can advocate our program as well, and um, it would be a good collaboration with the Japanese market. And actually, we started the program in 2018, but yeah, and hope they continue supporting our project, because aside from buying the raw materials to the community, I also give another 5% for as a community fund. So the relationship with my community doesn't end with us them as a supplier, but it's a partnership with the community. If we can adopt more communities together with the company, um, and create other junk nut hubs in different countries, I think yeah, we can have a bigger impact for social and environmental impact.
Thank you, Mr. Garcia, for your excellent presentations. And we could learn a lot about the business model about circular economies. And because of the time constraints, we jump into the next presentation. But we would like to further learn from your business model and how you connect with other countries' business markets, and how do you expand your business locally and regionally and internationally? Thank you. So I'd like to ask the second presenter to prepare and start presentation. Miss Kay from Ramana, can you start your presentation?
Ohayou gozaimasu. My name is Kay. I represent Lamana. Before I introduce to you the product that I chose today, I want to talk a little bit about our name, because our name reflects our brand identity and all the products that we developed under our organization. I will share my screen to show you our logo. Just a moment. We are Lamana, and this is the logo of our company. This logo was made using a custom font or typography. These are a combination of two kinds of fonts. One is metric, and the other one is chronicle. Metric because in furniture making, we need precision. We use measurements. And chronicle because every piece that we make carries a story. Lamana is actually the 3 consecutive letters of the alphabet. These are the 3 letters L, M, and N. In Filipino, we pronounce that as La, Ma, Na. Straightforward, easy, and well made. Incidentally, the word mana in Filipino means inheritance or legacy. when we created our brand, we promised that we will only make furniture pieces that will last for generations and can be given to our children and their children. So from here, from this name, we started producing our pieces. So this is a little bit more of an explanation of our logo, like how the LMN shows joinery, how it kind of looked like a floor plan. So all of this will come together when I introduce to you our pieces. We are located in the province of Rizal. Rizal is very near Metro Manila, but a different municipality. Our office, our workshop, the residence of our workers, our suppliers, and even our corporate social responsibility partner are all in Rizal. We started our business in a community with the goal of empowering this local community. Until now, we are able to source everything just within Rizal. So when the pandemic hit and travel was restricted, we were still able to continue with our operations once it was allowed because everything was just in the vicinity. And also we believe that by utilizing whatever is already available near you, you are able to cut down your carbon footprint. Lamana will not be around without another brand, and this is a Japanese brand. This is Ishinumaki Laboratory. We started because of them. When we launched our brand in 2019, it was because we wanted to introduce Ishinumaki Laboratory products to the Philippines, but not through importation. It was through a business model we call Made in Local. Ishinumaki gave us like a license to make their designs locally, to sell it at a price point that our market can afford. It was a very generous business model, and through them we received training. They taught our craftsmen how to make this very beautiful designer pieces. So that was our entry into the furniture business. But of course, everybody knew that eventually we would like to be able to introduce Filipino design pieces as well, but not veering away from the philosophies of the brand Lamana plus the brand that we carry, which is Ishinumaki. So everything is kind of related to each other. So the practices we learned from the Japanese partners when they trained us are the same principles we employ when we make our original Lamana pieces. During the pandemic, we noticed that so many people wanted to improve their homes, improve their spaces, because many of us found ourselves on a work from home setup. This is when we also reach out to our designer friends, Filipino designer friends, if they would be willing to create a collection for us, a collection that we call Lamana Originals. The product that I will be talking about today is called the bin form. This is actually later when I'm on video mode again, I have the physical product with me. I'll show that to you as well. But for now, this is the image. The bin form is designed by Castro. Similar to our Ishinumaki Laboratory products, every item that we make has a designer. These designers are respected in their fields. Some are architects, some are artists, they paint, they draw, but they're all real people with design background. We believe that when a person has is no stranger to well-made objects, they are able to create more functional pieces more than just creating something that looks good. But okay, so going back to the designer of the bin form, Castro, that's him. He's a good friend of ours. He is an award-winning designer. He's a painter. He's also an instructor of fine arts in the Ateneo de Manila University. And he has mounted solo exhibitions at the Ayala Museum and at the Vargas Museum. When he designed the bin form, he thought it was actually inspired by how people started taking care of plants when the COVID-19 pandemic hit. The bin form is very simple. It's a box, it's a bin. It comes with detachable legs. The lid is removable as well, and it becomes a tray. So you can see you can make it into a planter without the lid. You can make it into a side table with the lid, and it comes in 3 heights depending on what suits you best. This is it as a tray. It's made out of solid wood. It can be stained if you want a different color. But this is the unfinished version of the wood. We use European pine for this one. That's it stained in black. That's it stained in brown. Okay, hold on. I'll stop sharing my screen because I want to show you the physical product. Are you able to see me on video? Can you see me?
Yes.
Yes, yes,
This
Ms.
is the bin form. It's not so heavy that I can lift it. We've noticed our customers, they use it in variety of ways. I saw a parent use it as a storage of toys for her kids, and then on one side she would have the tray. She would put her drink there. You know, it's so nice to have an item that can work in a lot of ways for you. So if you want to make it into a planter, it's just like this. Over here, I don't know if you can see it. I have the black version. This one. So it's also like a pedestal of sort. Okay. So I just wanted to show you physically how light it is, but not so light. I mean, it has some weight because it's solid wood. I'm going to go back to my presentation. So when we created the bin form, we didn't want a simple planter. We wanted something that, what if you want to use it for something else? You know, it has to be a product that's multi-purpose. We always in Lamana, even in Ishinumaki, we always say that design is a response to your current situation. So our current situation right now is we cannot afford to just buy one piece of furniture with just one function. We need something to be multifunctional, and that's what we make. When we introduced the bin form, the other pieces followed, all following the philosophy of it has to be well made, it has to be well designed, it has to have several functions. On the screen now, you can see the other pieces of the Lamana originals. On the uppermost left is a monitor riser we call Opus. You can see you can use it for your laptop, for your iPad, for your iPhone. That's all of these are solid wood pieces. At the bottom, you see a shelf, which was actually, we call that the spin shelf, because it was actually designed to be a vinyl console. Because also we noticed that many customers are turning into music and they play vinyl records. But you know, you can also use that for as a bookshelf, as a coffee area, coffee nook. In the middle, we have what we call the slots mirror. This was designed with condo living in mind, because you need when you can lean it on the wall, and then because it has pegs and boards, you could put your other accessories there, or your hair dryer, without needing a table. On the right, that's a desk that actually has a storage inside. We call it the prompt desk because it prompts the user to clear his desk and make it clutter-free. At the very bottom is a bed. Actually, this bed is designed by a Japanese designer. He's non-Filipino, but he's a Japanese YouTuber that we reached out to. He allowed us to manufacture his design. So it's a platform bed with sideboards that can be sat on and can be used as a low table to put your tea on or books. So everything we make, they have multi-function, and they carry some story with them. Working with wood is not very easy, but it's a very good material because it's a natural material. For as long as the timber is responsibly sourced, like ours, this is where we buy our timber from. This company is an FSC certified company, and we only procure wood from them because we don't want, that's the thing. We are unable at this time to use local wood because we still have to find very good or legitimate sources of local wood before we do so. So for now, all our wood are imported through Filtra. Filtra is the organization where we buy from. All this wood are kiln dried, and because because a tree is cut when a furniture is made, we make sure that that piece will live a very long and purposeful life. That's why all the products that we make, we assure that they will last for a very long time. We also do not cut our timber until an order is confirmed. We don't make stocks because we want to be sure that every item that we make will have a home to go home to. And one good thing about working with wood is the health benefits that it can provide you, because there have been many studies that show that being surrounded by natural materials such as wood improves our immunity. These are some of the guys, the craftsmen who produce our pieces. Our craftsmen are also encouraged to use the pieces that they make so that they will have a better appreciation of the products. And we notice that when we make the craftsman an end user as well, they understand what that product is all about. We support, as I've mentioned, we support our local community of Rizal by being part of its economy. Our workers are well compensated. They receive well above minimum wage compensation. They have complete benefits, and they receive adequate training. Somehow, we believe that we are able to improve their lives as well by giving them meaningful employments. And in terms of responsible consumption and production, we believe that this waste is a design flaw. So for our offcuts, which are very minimal, we organize workshops. Pre-pandemic, we would invite people to our shop, and we would make other small accessories using our wood offcuts. And as I said, our products are non-disposable. These are built to last. So we are not wasting the wood that we've cut down. Regarding climate action, we've actually partnered with Masumi Geo Reserve. It's an award-winning conservation effort and area, also located in Rizal. When we first reached out to them, they were a bit they were also wondering, wait, you are furniture makers, you use wood, so how does this work? And then we explained to them how we only use legally and responsibly sourced wood, and how we are very careful in also not harming the environment in our process. Like what I said, our timber is only sourced from Filtra, which is an FSC certified organization. So we only deal with companies that are also conscious as we are, and as responsible as we try to be. So that ends my presentation. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope you are able to, we are able to, you can follow our journey in woodworking as we have just got it started. Thank you very much.
Second presenter, Ms. Kay, thank you for your excellent presentations, and are inspired by or supported by Ishinumaki Laboratories. We learned that you also created your business model very successfully, involving the local communities and using the woods locally kind of procured. And the sense of the surface of the woods have a sense, give us a sense of warmth and natures and relief. And it's very interesting products. And we'd like to collect questions from the audiences first, and I would also like to facilitate the questions. これから質疑応答に移りたいと思います。Q&A にすでに何個か質問を書き込んでいただいておりますので、なんとかご紹介したいと思います。How does ramana identify? So I'd like to pick up several questions. The first is, how does Ramana identify or locate the designers for your products? And what kind of characteristic or qualities Ramana looking for in the designer for collaboration?
Yes. To be honest, the very first designers we approach are our friends because we already know them personally. These are architects, most of them. They all have background in design. However, one very important characteristic that we look for is a person's passion in design. Because someone who is enthusiastic, someone who is just so happy to be able to create, I think that's very important in any collaboration. We can get someone with so many awards who has studied in the best schools, but if they lack the passion of how we run this business, of how we're always excited whenever we think of something or wherever we're making, I don't think it will work. So what we look for is, one, the designer has to really be passionate about crafting a wooden furniture, because wood is our main material, and then the qualifications follows.
Thank you for your answer. And I would like to pick up another questions. Another question is about the kind of smoking process. If you want to, in case you want to export your products to Japan, for example, you have to kind of undertake the process of smoking.
Fumigation.
And how do you think about that process? Do you actually do smoke on your products, or if you have to do smoking for your products, how do you, what prospect do you have?
Since is that the question? Is that the only question about the fumigation?
Yeah, fumigation. Sorry. Yes.
Okay. I've encountered it actually just once, because since we're a very new brand, we've really just only tapped into the local market. But we've had inquiries wherein it was for Europe and fumigation was required. So we do have a contact who can process shipping for us. But in terms of really exporting on a regular basis, I think that's there will be legalities involved. But regarding fumigation, that's something that I've already encountered and have a way to process.
Thank you, Mr. K. And we have still few minutes. And 他にご質問がある方は、まだ受け付けておりますので、質疑応答に書き込んでいただければ、すみません、Q&A に書き込んでいただければ幸いです。
Correct.
I got another question from the audience. So, for example, the Eastern pine wood is used for bean wood, your product. And how about for other products under ramana?
Yes. Okay, our products are available in teak. Our teak is sourced from Southeast Asia. We also use Western red cedar. Normally, they come from Canada because Ishinumaki uses that wood type, so we also carried it. We also use larch from Europe, and we also use beech from also imported from the America.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. K. And sorry for going forward, but I would like to pose one question for junk note. Miss Willie, are you still there? It's a question about the coral collections of junk notes, and can you tell us more about the collections in like a few minutes?
Okay, can I share my screen? Yeah, this is the coral collection. So this collection is dedicated to the marine life conservation. The bed is the table coral, inspired by the table coral. The brain color is the round stool, and the blue color. The blue corals are the 3-layered stool around the table. That's a tube coral, inspired by the tube coral. So we were able to save around 130 kilos of plastic waste for this project, and 25 jeans. I use a lot of I upcycle jeans as well for my projects. So yeah, that's the story of the coral collection.
Mr. Garcia, for your answer. And because of time constraints, we would like to ask the Design Center for the closing remarks. And thank you for the audiences. If you have any more questions, please send to the AJC ASEAN-Japan Center, and we will further ask questions to the Philippine Design Centers and the presenters. もし、時間の関係で、閉会の時に移りたいと思いますが、追加のご質問がある方は、当センターにご質問いただければ幸いです。それでは、Ms. Leia Matute, please start your closing remarks.
Thank you very much. First and foremost, we would like to express our deepest appreciation and gratitude to all who attended this webinar and to the distinguished guests and delegates for their valuable comments and insights on the Filipino products presented earlier. The past 2 days have been very inspiring and empowering to the entire Philippine delegation, as we were able to highlight 4 Filipino designers, creatives that are continuing to change the game by producing innovative products that aim to rebuild a better normal through design. Actually, we are also very proud to have featured 4 amazing Filipinas as the Philippines celebrate National Women's Month. 4 amazing Filipinas who are pushing the boundaries of design as a positive force for good to make life better. Design Center is committed to continue to support these amazing change makers who advocate positive change in our society and their mission to future-proof the world through innovative ideas, products, and services. Our deepest gratitude to the ASEAN-Japan Center and the Japan Institute for Design Promotion for organizing these webinars to provide the platform that highlights the importance of sustainable development and how these innovative products and services become an instrument of change towards a future that we want, towards a future that we need for everyone. To quote Design Center's inaugural executive director from 1973 to 1987 and national artist for visual arts, Arturo R. Luz, in a speech on the objective of design, I quote, "Products must be efficient, original, and competitive. It must be well-made, safe, and durable. It should be simple to make and use. It should be easy to look at, touch, and feel. It should also provide benefits to the maker, the seller, and the user. And it should lead to other systems and solutions." End quote. As proven by this design DNA, the Design Center is a firm believer that Filipino brands and innovators can be the catalyst of change by being pioneers of sustainable businesses that truly speak of compassion, not only for their consumers, but also for the future that we, each and every one of us, aspire to have. We are extremely grateful for the support from the ASEAN-Japan Center and the Japan Institute for Design Promotion as we work together to make our planet a more sustainable, safe, and inclusive environment for us all through design. Once again, I would like to thank the organizers for an excellent organization of the ASEAN Design Products webinar. We look forward to more collaborative initiatives with the AJC and JDP in 2021 and beyond. We wish everyone a good day. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Thank you, Rei and Matsute, for your closing remarks. Before closing the entire session, I would like to all the presenters and the Design Center officials to show up thank you, for photo taking. And Dr. Willie, are you still there? So, Miss Leona, Design Center of the Philippines, please feel free to take photos before the closing.
Can we also have the AJC cameras on and together with the NHK interpreters? Is that okay?
We don't. Sorry, we don't have the devices right now, and we will skip the.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. And thank you for your closing remarks. これにて ASEAN デザイン製品紹介ウェビナーを終了させていただきます。本日はご参加いただき誠にありがとうございました。